I don't know how many people have actually read this before, but this is page 110 of the Cave of Treasures, talking about Nimrod, and it says that Nimrod went to Yokdora of Nod, and when he arrived at the lake of or the sea of Atras, he found there Yonton the son of Noah. A marginal note in the Syriac adds that Noah begot this Yonton after the flood, and he honored him in many ways and sent him to the east to dwell there. And Nimrod went down and bathed in the lake, and he came to Yonton and did homage unto him. And Yonton said, Thou art a king, dost thou homage unto me? And Nimrod said unto him, It is because of thee that I have come down here. And he remained with him for 3 years. And Yonton taught Nimrod wisdom and the art of revelation. And he said unto him, Come not back again to me. And when Nimrod went up from the east, he began to practice the art of divining. See this right here, from this to this? Seems like he's a righteous person that was doing that, because the 7 sciences were taught to Adam's line and to their line. But you see how Nimrod's going to use it for good, for evil, but it could have been used for righteousness, what was taught to them, the sciences of heaven. But men use it as an evil thing and for divining and magic and luck and stuff like that. So when Nimrod went up from the east and began to practice the art of divining, very many men marveled at him. And when Adhashir, the priest who ministered to the fire that ascended from the earth, saw that Nimrod was practicing these exalted courses, he entreated the devil, who appeared in connection with that fire, to teach him the wisdom of Nimrod. And as the devils were in the habit of destroying those who came nigh unto them by sin, the devil said unto the priest, A man cannot become priest and a magian until he hath known carnally his mother, his daughter, and his sister. Pause. See, that's the sex magic that was done by Aleister Crowley, Ron Hubbard, who is the father of Scientology, and Jack Parsons, the modern rocket guy that created NASA, basically, with Walt Disney. This is in the movie End of Days, where Satan sleeps with the mother and the daughter at the same time. But that's sex magic right there. That right there, sleeping with his mother, his daughter, and his sister, and speaking to the flame with the devil, that made Nimrod become 2/3 fallen angel instead of 1/3, because he was born part fallen angel. One of his parents, his father probably, was a fallen angel. And then this is why Abraham was chosen, because Abraham was the son of Terah. Terah worked for Nimrod building idols, and Abraham said, No, I don't want to build idols. I went to Christian school my whole life. Nobody ever explained to me why Abraham was chosen. We sing these songs about him. Nobody tells me why was Abraham the father of many nations, because he chose God, the invisible God, through his righteous heart. Abraham did not want to bow down to the devils, basically, that are inside the idols. So he chose not to, and he threw him in the river, basically, and destroyed his father's idols and stuff like that. And then he was almost burnt by Nimrod in a fire, and God saved him. And all throughout this time that I'm talking about right now, like when Abraham escapes and all that, and then he goes into the land where him and Lot have all their stuff that happens in the Bible, they also had Og of Bashan protecting them as their bodyguard. There was a giant protecting them as part of their group, because Og of Bashan promised that he would help God's people, so he would be saved from the flood. So Noah helped him. He came through the flood, and then Abraham was, using him as a bodyguard, and then he left and didn't want to be a bodyguard anymore and said he wanted to rule on his own and do his own thing again. So then that's why Moses has to kill him later on and free all the cities from the giants. That's what happened. And you'll find this, Og of Bashan is in 5 books of the Bible and 23 different verses, and it spans 500 something years of the Bible, because that's how long he lived. So Noah saved him, Abraham used him as a bodyguard, and then Moses slashed his Achilles heel or something like that, because he jumped 15 feet in the air and Moses could only stab his ankle, basically. So imagine how big he was. Because originally he said he could drink from the clouds, which is where you get the 3,000 L's, which is 3,000 times 22 inches, which is what an L is. And that's where you get giants that are up in the clouds. There's more here, but I'm going to pause here and read the rest on the next one.